In part 2 of our series on Anthony Sowell, we'll detail the remainder of his brutal killings. We'll also discuss the community and the police and their failures to take Sowell's survivors seriously. Finally, we'll cover the events that led to Sowell's arrest, the discovery of his victims' bodies, and his time in court. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. If you thought the Cleveland Strangler was Mike's high school nickname after he got caught choking his chicken in the boys' room, stick around. Since those records have been sealed by the court, we'll stick with wrapping up our series on Anthony Sowell. This is Necronomipod.
It's a neighborhood that appears to be going about a normal Friday night, people dashing to the corner store or sitting on the porch. But memories of the 11 murders committed here in Anthony Sowell's house are never far away.
We, the jury in this case, being duly impaneled and sworn, do find the defendant, Anthony Sowell, guilty of aggravated murder.
Anthony Sowell showed no emotion as the judge read more than 80 guilty verdicts against him. He was handcuffed right after the first verdict was read. For the families of his victims, the beginning of closure.
I'm so glad that finally on July the 21st, that all of our families can rest assured and our loved ones can rest assured that peace and justice has come to our families.
As we record this, it is April 27th, and it is 35 fucking degrees outside.
2022, year of our Lord.
Correct.
Just for posterity's sake, I want to make sure the year was included. It's really cold out.
It's some bullshit. I went to the zoo a couple days ago when it was really warm out because I'm like, I'm going to take advantage of this.
Of course.
And now, back to this.
Yep.
Did you see the gorillas, your favorite thing at the zoo?
I didn't.
No,
I went to the Akron Zoo.
That's my favorite.
Was
He
it
likes
your
the
favorite?
meerkats, pal.
Oh, all right.
I think the Akron Zoo is not my favorite though. That's the first time I've ever been there.
It's a lot smaller.
Yeah,
a lot
you
more
can get-
walkable.
You can get closer to the animals.
Yeah.
And it literally, like, you just follow the path, right?
Yeah,
like, just walk the entire thing through. It's like one big, like, circle kind of roundabout
Yeah.
thing, and you come out.
I really like otters. They're probably in my top. They are in my top animals.
Yeah?
Might be my top favorite. But they have a sweet otter exhibit there.
Which is new, I believe. It's relatively new.
Yeah, and there's a slide that goes through the water, like through the whole thing. But there was a weight limit on that slide because I was trying to get up in there. It was fucking sweet. There's otters swimming around this clear slide.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, so I walked up there with my kids, but at the same time I wanted to try and get in there. But there was a weight limit.
Awesome if you would have made the kids wait down below. Like, no, daddy's going up here. I'm going to do the slide.
Like fucking push all these kids out of the way.
Yeah. Take the walk of shame back down.
You're not tall enough. Sit down.
Like there's all these parents at the bottom of the slide with their phones ready to take pictures. I'm like, if I could, I really wanted to. I was going to do it if I could, but like, could you imagine?
Yes.
All these people are
Yes,
like,
I could.
they're waiting to take pictures of their kids, and then I just come out the bottom.
I mean, I would hope you'd have at least one of your kids on your lap to make it a little better.
Oh no, I was just going to do it by myself.
No, they go first and then they come down. That's sweet, though.
Yeah, it was cool. There's some cool stuff out there.
When was the last time you went to the zoo, Dave?
I'm not a big fan of the zoo per se. It's been a few years.
Okay.
My wife does enjoy the zoo, so I will go every now and then. It's not really my thing.
I didn't know until like a year ago that they sold beer at the zoo. So you can go get drunk.
Do they really?
Yeah. Only a few stations, but they have them there.
There you go.
It's like $9, I think, for like a fucking pounder. But
That's worth it.
yeah, go get a buzz in the parking lot and then just walk in and get drunk. And then you sweat it all out because the Cleveland Zoo is not walk friendly.
It is
There's
not.
so many hills.
The hills are. I'm dying. When I was a young man, they had a train at the zoo, and it's long gone.
They still got the little those tram cart things, right? Like those big
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
bus things.
They're like
Those
an
will take you
actual
up the hill.
train, yeah.
Yeah. Let me guess, you and your buddies used to sit on there with like cans of Mickeys and just ride around on the train all day. Throw them at the kangaroos or something, Dave. While setting
Mickey's
off
Big Mouth.
while setting off bottle rockets and throwing them at the alligators, or little pipe bombs or whatever.
Never do
whatever
such
you
a
kids
thing.
did.
I do like those Mickey Big Mouth though. Is a bumblebee on a cap? Those are good.
I don't know. I don't. Do they still make those? Is Mickey's like a cream ale?
It's a malt liquor.
Oh, malt's fine. I like malt liquor. I can't do the cream ales, like
Those
the
are good.
Genesee cream ale.
Genesee cream ale. That's not that great.
milky substance to your beer.
It was that, or you get like cases of Little Kings in those 7-ounce bottles.
Yeah.
That were like 2 swigs. You get like 5 cases of them.
That you would need it, right? Yes. Can we get a keg of Little Kings for in here someday?
Probably. We can do anything we want.
Well, that's about all the fun we're going to have this episode.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off?
So where we left off was in 2006, the Adam Walsh Act passed, but it didn't go into effect nationwide until January of 2008. This act separated sex offenders into 3 categories, with the third and most serious being required to report to their sheriff's office every 90 days, and Anthony Sowell fit into that category.
For life.
For life. And we know, just from part 1, a lot of issues going on at that house already.
Yeah.
That being required to report and having a police officer, them having the ability to check on him whenever they wanted.
Mm-hmm. Didn't really work that well.
Yeah, this should have not. We shouldn't even be doing a part 2.
Right. I don't know if I mentioned this last week. I don't have my notes from last week in front of me, but the Supreme Court later ruled that they couldn't retroactively apply.
Yeah.
I think you did mention
that law.
this last
I
week.
think I did too. But
Yeah, we kind of debated it a little bit.
Did we? Okay.
A little bit.
That if you committed the crime before this was, in place, they couldn't apply those tiers and that law to you, which is fair.
It's fair, but we're talking about a portion of society that are very problematic people.
I agree.
Well, especially when we're talking about it in this context with this case, and you're like, look what could have been stopped, or look what could have happened here. But
retroactively,
overlooking this, yeah, I agree.
Retroactively applying laws is a slippery slope that is problematic.
Right.
I get in this situation, but
what if tomorrow they were like, it is illegal for 3 dipshits to record a podcast together, and this is retroactive 1 year? We're like,
that's execution.
Yeah.
Pick your last meal, Mike. You're done.
Oh man,
you podcast fuck.
Yeah, but don't make me pick my last meal. I'm gonna ask for a stay just so I can think about it longer.
So in May of 2008, 24-year-old LaShonda Long was trying to get clean from smoking crack. LaShonda had been trying to get clean for a long time, and her father was helping her along with that process. Her father kept tabs on her and went to great lengths to make sure that he knew where she was and that he spoke to her. LaShonda pushed back against recovery, but in May of 2008, it seemed like she was making some real progress. She was visiting her father one day in May, and that's the last time anyone ever saw her. We don't fully know what Anthony did to LaShonda because, like we talked about in part 1, he didn't really talk about his crimes afterwards. So we don't know what he did with her or where he hid her body. All we know is that he threw her severed head down in the basement with the rest of the garbage that had been piling up.
Which is in the crime scene photos, right?
Yes, it's in a bucket.
Man,
it's in a red bucket.
Oh, thank you.
It's a skull at that time when it's found. But
these are some photos I wish I would. Well, I'm not going to say that.
We had some listeners message us that they looked them up after part 1 and they did not love it. If that interests you, if you want to look them up, go ahead. We're not going to post them, but you can find them.
I'm not going to say I wish I wouldn't look because, the story's the story. But yeah, they're pretty disturbing.
But I mean, it gives you context, I guess, for just how awful he was.
Sure.
His next victim was 33-year-old Tashana Culver. Tashana was addicted to crack, and her children had been taken to live with her mother. And Tashana's mother wouldn't let her see her kids until she got clean. Tashana was never reported missing, so we don't know for sure when this happened. But at some point after May of 2008, Tashana and Anthony Sowell crossed paths. At this point, Anthony was spending a lot of his time either locked away in his attic or out wandering the streets looking for scrap metal. Anthony lost his job at the packaging company, so he relied on scrap metal for money. Anthony lured Tashana to his house on the promise of crack, and then we don't know what happened after that. The only thing that we know is that the coroner ruled that she was strangled by hand by Anthony.
That whole scrap metal thing, big problem in the city back then.
Really?
Like, you're right in the cusp of the whole housing market collapse and everything in 2008, and a lot of abandoned houses in the city, and they would just go in and strip every last bit of copper and piping and everything out of the house. So lucrative work there.
Was there good money in doing that?
Oh yeah.
That's all he was surviving off of.
I mean, I'm not. I don't know whether he was illegally, pillaging houses of their.
I would say it's safe to assume that he was.
Yeah. But yeah. A lot of empty houses in the city, so big problem.
Tashana Culver's story is specifically sad too, because, you know, like with a lot of these women, they struggled with addiction, and then their family members get to a point where it's like, we can't help you anymore.
There's only so much you can do.
Right. And that's what Tashana Culver wasn't reported as missing until Anthony Sowell, like the news started breaking of it. And her mother was like, that's a possibility. And you feel really bad for her mother too. That's terrible. You know, you get to a point with your child where it's like, okay, I have your kids now. You won't take responsibility. At some point you just have to say, come back when you're clean.
Well, and the kids have to be your focus, right? You can't expend all your energy. You're probably older, your grandparents, you have a finite amount of energy. You have to look after our kids. You can't, what are you going to do? And she's probably gone on benders before in the past and disappeared. And, you know, what are you going to do?
In September of 2008, Anthony went out in search of another victim. This time he hung around a bus stop near his house. He sat on the bench when 35-year-old Vanessa Gay came walking by. Anthony knew exactly what he was doing, and out loud he said something along the lines of, like, "God damn, I'm spending my birthday all alone." Vanessa took the bait, and not to her fault. Vanessa was another victim of crack and all the struggles that go along with that addiction. Through conversation, Anthony eventually invited Vanessa back to his house with the promise of crack. As they were walking down the street to Anthony's house, people were saying hi to him, and this put Vanessa at ease somewhat. Like, okay, this guy's known in the neighborhood, and people like him.
Like, people aren't running for cover when they see him turning the other way and running away.
I mean, that makes sense.
He's got to be at least a little bit okay.
Yeah, he's a community guy.
Yeah.
And your judgment is just so clouded by that addiction. Like, I don't even know what that feels like. I've never done anything other than a weed. But just listening to these women talk and documentaries and stuff, it's like, it's not even really them. You know, this is all the addiction.
There's a lot in those documentaries about them talking about how they put crack ahead of their children, and
they just couldn't stop.
Yeah. I don't know how to put myself in that situation. Is crack more addictive than heroin?
Sounds pretty addictive when you listen to people talk about it.
Yeah. I think we're going to put Mike
to the test on that.
Some heroin.
30 days on each.
30 days on each, and then see what he wants.
See which one sticks.
See what he wants some more at the end of 30 days.
All right.
And that'll be the end of Necronomipod.
Who's better, Crack Mike or Heroin Mike? Crack Mike or Smack Mike?
New shirt.
I like Smack Mike better.
Polls up on all the socials.
Can you draw some shirts like Smack Mike with the needle in your arm and Crack Mike smoking a crack pipe?
Have you seen the shirts I've drawn, the pictures of us? We all look like we're on crack in those photos.
It's true.
So you've seen my work.
I think I just created some new characters. Smack Mike and Crack Mike. I think we might hear from them again.
I don't know where we're going to go with that.
Put a pin in it for later.
We've secretly injected heroin into Mike's drinks tonight.
You gonna fucking H-bomb me? Is that what you're gonna do? More of that on the Scott Hall episode, available in the archives for free. If you don't like it, skip it.
Once they got into Anthony's house, the first thing Vanessa noticed was how bad it smelled. She tried to ignore the smell to get the crack that Anthony promised. Anthony led her up to the third floor, so as he has her climbing over all this garbage and shit. And once they got to the third floor, Anthony started rummaging around the room. Vanessa thought he was looking for the crack, and then out of nowhere, Anthony turned around and punched her in the face. Anthony told her that women had taken advantage of him over and over again, and that he was going to get even. Then at that point, he beat and raped Vanessa.
He's very angry at women.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And after he was done, Anthony just fell asleep next to her. And she laid there terrified, like afraid to move until the sun came up.
I don't think I've ever experienced that. I know I've never experienced that level of terror. And it's kind of hard to put yourself in her shoes, right?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
I mean, I think that's, with almost every episode we do when we talk about these victims. Like, I can't wrap my head around whether or not I would fight back or freeze or just go with it and hope that they're going to let me live.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Just laying there like that, staring at the ceiling. Like, what do you do? Do you run? Do you do nothing?
Do you try to creep away?
Do you put your thumbs in his eye sockets and carve his eyeballs out? Like, what do you do?
Right.
Just that decision might be life or death. Like, it's hard to imagine
and none
how
of
you would
them-
act in that situation.
And none of them are the wrong decision.
That's right.
That's
right.
It's just however, I guess, you react. I don't know.
It's very scary.
I mean, generally, people aren't violent. You know, most people are not violent people, and people don't like confrontation. So if something like that's happening, what are the chances that you're going to stick your thumbs in that person's eye or something? You know, and there's nothing wrong with that if you don't do it, but it's unimaginable to
That's right.
to be put in that position or put in the position that these women were.
Yeah, it's easy to second guess people, but until you're actually in that situation yourself, you're never going to know how you're going to react.
Yeah, because there's always people who are like, oh, I would do this, that,
oh,
and the other.
no. Exactly.
Once it was morning, Anthony woke up and he wasn't filled with all that rage. He was a lot calmer and he didn't even acknowledge what he had done. Vanessa played along like she wasn't upset with what happened the night before, and she asked Anthony if she could use the bathroom. Like it was no big deal. Anthony led her down the hallway to the bathroom, but Anthony had left one of the doors along that walk open. As they were walking past, Vanessa saw in full view the decaying body of one of Anthony's victims, half wrapped in plastic bags. At this point, Vanessa was in the bathroom freaking out. Like this guy just violently raped her the night before, and she just saw a woman's body in the next room. In her mind, she was clearly going to be the next victim, but she pulled herself together and walked out of the bathroom like nothing happened. And then she just went back to Anthony's bedroom. Anthony told her he couldn't let her go, that she would tell somebody what she saw. Vanessa told him she didn't see anything and there was nothing wrong with the night before. It was just rougher than she was used to, but she wasn't going to tell anyone. Then Anthony walked her to the front door and let her leave.
Boy, just to be able to keep that level of composure in this situation.
That I know for a fact is better than I could do. I wouldn't be able to.
100%.
I mean, I have anxiety as it is on a daily basis. I would have a panic attack in that bathroom and just melt.
If you listen to her testimony at trial, she talks about the state of the body. The state of the body was a lot of decomposition was happening.
So she had a really good look at it for just walking by.
Yeah. Like
Or was it really like, and he knew she saw it because he said something. So was he walking like behind her?
it sounded like that. Like yeah.
She was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything.
Right. But he must have saw her head looking that way at the door, to think that she saw it.
I think we'll talk about it later at the trial, but she's the only eyewitness that could directly tie him to those bodies.
Yeah.
So she was the star witness in this whole trial, and she's featured prominently in that documentary, and she's fantastic. Mm-hmm. She's quite delightful, and
Hometown hero.
she is a hometown hero for sure.
Yeah.
Big fan of hers, because I cannot even imagine.
I mean, and then she goes into detail about in the trial and the testimony about like what the body looked like, and it's horrifying decomposition happening. Yeah, it doesn't even seem real.
Right. No, she's great.
I think even on top of the panic attack or anxiety, I'd probably start gagging from like the smell. Like you already have the smell from the home, but now you can attribute it to something, and it's, the most horrific thing you're ever going to see. Mm-hmm. I'd go into the bathroom, I'd just start vomiting.
Right.
Yeah. Or does panic set in so much that you don't even do that? Like you're worried about your own life.
I don't know, man. Thankfully, I've never been in that situation.
There isn't one answer.
There's not one answer.
Vanessa was severely injured. She was bloody and already bruising all over, but she knew she had to get to a safe place, which was one of her friend's houses a couple blocks away. Vanessa said that no one helped her, and that as she walked to her friend's house, people laughed at her and made comments about her being a crackhead.
People at church, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
as much of a shock as that might be.
It's very disheartening.
Mm-hmm.
Once Vanessa got to her friend's house, she stayed inside the rest of the day debating on whether or not to call the police. She finally talked herself up, and she was going to call the police and report this. The officer on the other end told Vanessa that they were unable to send an officer to her location, that she would have to come to the station and file the report. Afraid of Anthony Sowell coming back to kill her And just completely let down by the community and the police, Vanessa never went to the station, and Anthony Sowell continued his crimes. That would never happen.
In other neighborhoods?
That would never happen.
It would not.
In a white neighborhood. In a predominantly white neighborhood.
An affluent white neighborhood.
Yes.
Nope.
The police would not answer the phone and say, yeah, you know what? You've been raped and beat up.
Yep.
You got to come down here. We're not coming to you.
Certainly would not.
Yeah, that's sad. Could have been the end of the episode right there.
Could have been.
She lives. He gets busted. See you next week. And then people would be like, why the fuck did you make this 2 parts? You could have wrapped this shit up last week.
Then I could make that Mike choking his chicken joke.
You'd have fit it in somewhere.
While Vanessa was living in fear of Anthony Sowell, he locked himself in his house and wouldn't come out. He stopped going out looking for scrap metal, and he was living in fear that letting Vanessa live was a mistake, and any day the police were going to come arrest him. After a while, that fear faded away, and in October of 2008, Anthony went out searching for another victim.
I'm sure he's feeling invincible at that point, right? I do whatever the fuck I want.
We got into that last week,
to me,
too.
Yeah.
Like everything he got away with, so I can puffing out his chest, And literally the police are doing nothing.
When you're hunting in the right kind of victim in the right kind of neighborhood, and you realize the police aren't really going to take any action.
Saying hi to neighbors as you walk by with your victim.
Kind of feeling free to kill at will, I think.
Did we get into this last week? We had the notes early, so I read them both. With the girl on the roof, is that this?
Yeah, no, that was last week.
So that's happening, and still he's fine.
Well, he got out of prison for that and was labeled as a low risk.
So that's the one he went to prison for. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Never mind. That's not the one.
That's the rape. Yeah.
Right. Never mind. I apologize.
Oh, Mike.
This is what happens when Mike reads. What happens when Mike reads the notes too early? I'm better off being a last minute kind of guy.
So this time he found 45-year-old Michelle Mason. Like so many of these women, Michelle was addicted to crack, and she had just taken up her family on their offer to get some help. She was set to start recovery, but crossed paths with Anthony Sowell. It's not clear how they met or what the circumstances were regarding Michelle going back to Anthony's house, but he more than likely enticed her with crack. All we know is that Anthony strangled Michelle and left her body to sit in his house and decompose.
He knew what he was doing for sure. Hunting with the crack.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know, there's something about that too. It's just the really scummy thing to do. I mean, it's scummy in general. I mean, obviously killing people is bad, but I don't know, just preying on somebody that's so addicted to something that their judgment is completely gone.
And he probably knew all of these women, or at least who they were, kind of from the community, and, having, some of the ones we've talked about, he had smoked crack with previously. And so, you probably know who's on what, and who's buying from the same people or who's around. And so he knew exactly who to target, or based on his house location, who's walking in and out to that convenient, the Imperial Beverage, and, who's on crack and who's vulnerable to be attacked or preyed upon.
How's he paying for this crack with this scrap metal operation he's doing? Like, his crack's not that cheap, is it?
I think it's really cheap. Yeah. I think that's why it's so.
Do we know that he even had crack, though? Or was he just enticing them into the home and then attacking them or giving them booze and drawing it out?
Sometimes he had it because he smoked it himself.
So he did have it a little bit, but if he intended on killing them, maybe he wasn't even in his mindset wasting it on them or giving them any.
Just that he was known in the neighborhood for having it was enough to get some people up there, whether he had it or not.
That's the whole issue with crack, right? Is that it's so cheap. And
but it only lasts for a couple minutes, right?
Right. And then there's the argument that it's designed to target, impoverished communities.
Well,
that's a whole.
We can't get into this, but there's, the sentencing laws with, one little rock of crack cocaine. The sentence is as much as 200 grams of powder cocaine.
And then you get to go make license plates.
Yeah.
Slave labor.
Yeah.
But that's like a whole series.
Prison industrial complex. We can't even get into that, but just saying that you should not be locked up as a felon for smoking a little bit of crack cocaine.
No. A month later, in November 2008, Anthony claimed the life of 53-year-old Tanya Carmichael by luring her to his house with drugs and then strangling her. And now we're kind of getting to the phase of Anthony really feeling invincible. Just a month later, in December of 2008, he wandered outside of his house and down to the bus stop that was near his house and sat next to Gladys Wade. Anthony asked Gladys if she wanted to go to his house and drink, to which Gladys said no. She said that she could tell something was off about him. Gladys could tell that Anthony was pissed off, but he just started walking away. Within a few moments, it seemed like Anthony realized that it was just the two of them outside, so he turned around in this blind rage and attacked her. Anthony started dragging Gladys back to his house, and by the time he got her there, he had beaten her unconscious. When he got her into the house, Gladys eventually came to and realized what was going on. She started to scream, and Anthony ran into the room and started choking her.
Also, going back just a sentence ago, talk about feeling invincible. Beating her and dragging her in the middle of the road to his house. The place where he was saying hi to all of his neighbors.
Exactly.
Now he's just doing it in the middle of the road. Untouchable feeling.
There's probably a lot of, or at least some of that. I didn't see that. I'm not getting involved in that shit. Unfortunately.
Yeah, because you wonder how much of that you see, oh, just another domestic dispute or, another fight in the road or, whatever it might be. But still just the confidence to do it, knowing what his intentions are.
Yeah.
Not wanting, you would think you'd want to lay low and not draw attention to yourself.
The two of them fought and broke through a glass back door. Anthony got on top of Gladys and all this broken glass and started to choke her again. But Gladys clawed at his face enough that Anthony let go long enough for her to run away. Gladys ran to a pizza place nearby, but again, like with Vanessa in the restaurant, people basically just told her to get the fuck out. You're a crackhead. We don't want you here. You're fucking up our customers. You got to go. Anthony got to the pizza place, and the owner knew him and believed Anthony when he said that Gladys had robbed him and he was trying to get his money back. Thankfully, Gladys kept running after being turned away from the pizza place, and she found two police officers parked around the corner.
Yeah, that whole crackhead thing's a running theme in this whole story.
And that's why he got away with this for so long. I mean, it's not just the police, and it's just the opinion of them in general.
There's two sides to that, though. I mean, people that deal with addicts are also, a lot of the times the addict is trying to scam them and telling bullshit stories. So when it's a lot of crying wolf, right?
Yeah,
I mean, there's two sides to this.
Yeah, true. I get that, and that's very fair. I think when you look at the scope of this story, like it would have taken one person to call the police or the police to show up and respond to one call or follow up a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah, I think
that
that's
would have been
right.
it.
Sure.
So it just makes it frustrating from like an outsider standpoint. Mm-hmm. Sure, if you're just in a restaurant with your family trying to have pizza and somebody's running by screaming at you, you're like, this isn't my problem. Like, just keep your head down and let's eat. But also, you can understand that.
Yeah, but people who have dealt with addicted people over and over again that are just trying to scam you out of money a lot of times. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying.
That wears on you.
If you're in this situation with your family, like this is not my problem. They're going to go away, whatever. Like, let them go. We need to get involved.
Your past view of addicted people affects like how you would view a situation like this.
Sure.
Maybe that's not right, but that's reality.
I think that's reality in most situations. I would argue with Vanessa Gay and Gladys Wade that it's different because they were visibly beaten up. They were visibly bleeding.
Sure.
All it takes is one person to be kind enough to say,
that's what I'm
saying. Hey, are you okay?
If that would have happened, not blaming these people necessarily. It's just overall the scope of this it makes it frustrating.
Like Gladys Wade's neck was fucked up. The injuries on her throat and around her neck were really bad. And Anthony Sowell was covered in blood. They went through a glass door. Like they were both really bloody. I don't know. Anthony was arrested. Pictures were taken of his injuries as well as Gladys. However, Detective Georgia Hussein decided that there was insufficient evidence to charge Anthony Sowell with any crimes, and nothing was done.
And they got arrested because she ran to two police officers, is what you said.
Correct.
It's not like anyone called. She ran to them.
Right. And then Detective Georgia Hussein decided that there was insufficient evidence to charge Anthony Sowell with anything. I don't know what you would have to do. I don't know what Gladys Wade would have had to done to get some charges put on Anthony. Like, what did...
Probably not be a known crackhead in the community. And
Like-
they would have maybe
But you look
taken her seriously or decided, oh, this is nothing.
Is this person even like a known crackhead though? He just assaulted her at the bus stop or whatever. Like she
Yeah,
wasn't
Gladys
going to his
wasn't-
house to smoke crack or anything.
to my knowledge, Gladys Wade was not...
It's just a
didn't have the struggles as other women. This is a black woman from an impoverished neighborhood not being cared about. That's all this is.
who the police said, this isn't a legitimate witness.
Right. You live in
It's
a
not
neighborhood.
worth the effort to charge him, and I'm just going to be done with this.
I just don't get what would have needed to happen here for him to be charged. Her neck, well, I mean, maybe we can post a picture of it. I don't know. Or just watch the documentary Unseen. There's a bunch of pictures of her neck. Mm-hmm. Like, what did the Georgia Hussein need to see?
Lower class minority witness. It's not worth the trouble, I think, is
Yeah.
the bottom line here.
We'll talk about her at the end or some of the lawsuit stuff. But, yeah, Georgia Hussein, something else.
Looking forward to it.
So by this time, this has just built him up to really invincible. He can just fucking attack this woman in broad daylight and nothing happens to him. So he struck again only a few weeks later when he murdered 44-year-old Kim Yvette Smith. Kim was another victim of crack and poverty, and there isn't much known about the days or even weeks leading up to her murder or how it went down. All we know is that Kim was strangled and found buried in Anthony's backyard, wrapped in plastic bags, and her hands were tied behind her back. Anthony hit a bit of a cool down period at this point, and nothing that we know of happened until April of 2009. But the smell of the house was getting out of control. We talked about it last week. Someone reported this way back in 2007 when Anthony buried Crystal Dozier's body out back, which wasn't, they dug a foot down in the ground and then just threw dirt on top of her.
That doesn't really work.
We've talked about the pictures of this house. Now you're piling up bodies in there as well. I can't even imagine what it smelled like.
No. Or the urge to smoke crack overriding just that smell.
That's
that
what I'm
wave of smell when you open the door to go in that house that doesn't cause you to just turn around and start running.
That's what I'm saying about when I said like he's scummy for like preying on that. Like crack has taken over your life to the point where you look past all of that, and then meanwhile this guy's just waiting to kill you. But everybody in that neighborhood was calling and complaining about the smell.
I can't even imagine.
Nobody did anything. Nobody gave a fuck about that. Ray Sausage, you said when you went and you saw their doors were boarded up.
But I believe they're still open.
I think they are. Yeah,
It's just
they were getting
look it.
They were getting blamed for this shit, for the smell.
which is literally right next door to where his house was. It's literally, like the corner of the street. What is it? Imperial and
123rd.
Ray's Sausage, his house. Across the street from Ray's Sausage on 123rd was Imperial Beverage.
And it's, 2 feet to between the buildings.
Yeah. Right there. Easy for him to blame it on that sausage place.
Yeah, I don't
know who'd be buying sausage that smelled like that, but
I don't know how Ray Sausage caught the blame, because it wasn't like anyone went to Anthony Sowell's house and was like checking it out for the smell or anything like that.
It's the likely
It's just like,
culprit.
oh yeah, this food place.
It must be the sausage place. Yeah. How could you even smell what was going on in the neighborhood and walk in there and buy sausage, right?
that's what I'm saying. Like if
Was it a
sausage actually
wholesale
smelled
place?
like that, who would?
Was there retail sausage selling going on there? Mm-hmm. How, don't you lose your appetite? And you're like,
I regret not trying to go in when I was there because it did look close. Like everything was boarded up.
I think that's
It was-
probably one of the only food places around, right?
Even the sign.
that's remaining open.
Even the sign was torn down. From what you see in the old documentaries, there was the old Ray's Sausage sign. It's kind of beat up. Now it just says sausage, and it's all beat up. But you're saying it's like a market, not just like a sausage meat place?
As far as I understood, that you could like go there and get a sandwich.
but the city made them do like $200,000 in repairs, right? Because
That they didn't
blamed
need.
it on them. Like, how do you not just leave that location? Like, yeah, we're going to go out to the suburbs. We're not spending $200,000. This is not our fucking problem.
But no one knew what the problem was, so maybe they're like, well, they're blaming us. We don't know what this. It's not us.
But $200,000 to stay in that location in the middle in that neighborhood? Like, nope. We are out of here.
The only competition's Imperial Beverage. That's it.
I don't know. It's crazy. $200,000 in repairs because there was dead fucking rotting corpses next door.
Yeah. That had nothing to do with it.
I mean, looking back,
nothing.
if I was Ray, I'd be pissed.
Fuck yeah. I'd be hitting up the city for money, but
I hope they sued the city. Absolutely.
We'll talk about later.
I've seen the building. I don't think they got anything.
Nobody got anything out of this bullshit, which we'll talk about later.
It's hard to sue the city with qualified immunity. Like if a cop
Can't fight City Hall, Dave.
Well, but literally you can't. Like if a cop slides in snow and crashes into your car, like it's on you to fix it. Like you can't. There's no insurance policy with the city. They're in their course of duty. They have qualified immunity. They're not going to pay for it. The city doesn't have any responsibility. It's insane. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It's crazy.
America's
makes
the
more
greatest
sense.
country in the world, Dave. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like if you don't have insurance on your insurance has to cover that on your car. If you don't have insurance on your car, a cop car hits you in the course of whatever the fuck they're doing that day, they are not responsible because they have qualified immunity because they're acting in the course of their duty.
I'd be walking to that fucking courtroom like Stone Cold Steve Austin when Mankind fought The Rock for the world title.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
You have no case.
But you know what? Everyone would be hit with a stunner and I'd be drinking beers on the way out. And that's all that mattered.
So
Be fucking cutting a promo walking to that courtroom.
essentially, cops can T-bone you in the middle of town square and there's nothing you can do about it. They don't have to pay for it.
God bless America. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Relationships can take work, especially the most important one you can have in your life, your relationship with yourself. A lot of us will drop anything to go help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well. But how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? Whether it be exercising, putting down your phone for a while, having a chat with a close friend, or just simply taking a nap, we need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves just as you would take care of a friend. And with that in mind, this month, BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you that you matter just as much as everyone else does. And therapy is a great way to make sure you show up for yourself. Your mental health should be taken seriously. Nothing can cripple your day or stunt your motivation more than feeling depressed, anxious, or sad. We all have a lot to deal with in our daily lives, be it the struggles of work, keeping food on your table, or even paying the bills. Your mental health is one area that you shouldn't have to worry about. Whether life currently has you down or you're feeling unfulfilled, we're all experiencing our own form of strain on our mental health. And for that, BetterHelp is here for us. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you could be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Necronomipod listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/necro. So give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp Online Therapy. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/necro. That's BetterHelp.com/necro. And thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's podcast.
April 2009 kicked off that ramp up phase that a lot of serial killers have, where Anthony was going to kill at a rapid pace until he was caught or someone killed him. In the beginning of April 2009, Anthony approached 47-year-old Imelda Hunter and asked her if she wanted to smoke crack with him. Imelda had smoked crack with Anthony before, so she wasn't afraid of him. Pretty much as soon as Anthony got Imelda into the house, he strangled her from behind with the strap of her purse and buried her in a shallow grave in his backyard. Not long after this incident, Anthony raped another woman that wanted to stay anonymous. She reported it to the police and a rape kit was done, but it was never tested, and even though her description matched Anthony Sowell, her case was not looked into further.
The rape kit thing, testing is a problem in Ohio, right?
That's a problem
Across the
around
whole state. Is that a worldwide or
Nationwide.
nationwide issue?
Yeah.
We
Doesn't
seem to-
seem like it's...
That tough?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as expensive as you would think it would be, I guess. I don't know. It seems like there's an argument to be made that money should be spent on that instead of like SWAT vehicles and shit.
Yeah. I
agree.
I'm with you on that one.
Like, we don't need to roll in like Rambo all the time.
No.
You could spend some of that on rape kits.
I do not disagree with that. In the age of DNA where people are willingly submitting all their stuff to...
That's why you have to go jerk off in a cup, right? And they get your DNA.
Yeah, the police officer has to stand there with the cup.
Well, he's got to watch you and make sure it's yours.
Yeah.
You want any of that Fugazi cum coming in.
Well, there's no other way to get DNA besides your semen, Mike. So, yeah, that's
It's the most
right.
accurate way to get DNA.
Just swabbing your cheek would never do the trick.
Well, it's 50-50 whether or not that's going to be...
Or strand of your hair. Or
Yeah. Hair is second best, comes the best. This is science, guys. You ever read a book? I learned that in one of the R.L. Stein Goosebumps books. It
Comes
was
the buzz.
number 13.
R.L. Stein taught you that cum was the best.
The best way to get DNA.
Okay.
Yeah. What episode was that in? We were talking about that.
That was
God,
ridiculous.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, because you're like, how do they even do that? Like,
Yeah. How do they even just get you to jerk off in a cup?
they just get a swab and put it in your mouth.
To be clear, it was some kind of joke. I understood that that's not the only way that you can get DNA.
Did you, though?
Yeah.
I don't know if you did or not until
I
we just-
100% did. I'm just a very good kayfaber.
Regardless, a lot of people these days are willingly submitting their DNA to these sites. And
Have you done it, Dave?
I have.
Yeah. So now the government has you.
They do.
They're going to find all that pipe bomb shit you were looking up back in high school, your presentation.
I used to work for the Department of Defense years ago, so I have clearance, fingerprints, everything's good.
Then
Long
you
time ago.
Started this show. I was like, oh, this guy.
They got rid of my clearance.
He's busting every investigation that this country's ever done.
I found nothing all that interesting in my Ancestry DNA profile.
I had one, but I just never did it. And then it like expired, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
But if
Just
my
wasted like $100.
yeah, but if my brother rapes someone, they're gonna catch his ass though. So it seems like it's
Yeah. I've never done that. I've never really been that interested in, I don't know.
My dad
Someone
did
who
it. It
likes
was
history,
interesting.
you think I would, but I don't care.
I think it's cool. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's stupid or a waste of money. If you're into that, do it. I just never cared about my own.
You know what's interesting about it? You get your like family report, and there's a bunch of people like, oh, this is your third cousin, your fourth cousin, like dispersed all across the country. You're like, yeah, I don't know that fucking person. But fourth cousin is so
Right.
out there. Like you wouldn't know that person.
would
It's
see
just
some-
interesting
I
to see
would see
pictures of people that share at least, a little bit of
Something
your
with you.
DNA.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find it interesting.
I don't understand the argument against those things where people are like, well, the government will have all your information if you do it. They already have all your information
Motherfucker.
anyway, motherfuckers, so don't worry about it.
That's ball game.
Yeah, like your fucking iPhone unlocks by your face and your thumbprint. It's a wrap. Get out of here with that shit.
Regardless, testing DNA rape kits
I looked it up.
should not be as hard as it seems to be in this country.
It's like $1,200 a test.
Oh, that's what we pay taxes for.
Not
Wasn't there
to
a
roll
site?
in like Rambo.
Not
there
to
a
buy
site?
military equipment for the SWAT department.
A
That's
site
right.
people could donate though if they want. Or like
And the backlog.org.
endthebacklog.org. So there you go. Endthebacklog.org if you're interested in helping out.
On April 21st, 2009, Anthony invited over his friend, 42-year-old Tanya Doss, over to watch the Cavs play the Pistons and smoke crack. Everything was fine, but once the game ended, without warning, Anthony started to strangle Tanya. As he was on top of Tanya, choking her, Anthony looked down and told her if she wanted to live, she needed to knock on the floor 3 times. Tanya did, and at that point, Anthony said, quote, "Bitch, take your clothes off." Tanya listened to Anthony. He raped her, and then she said that she curled up in a ball on his bed. The next morning, Tanya said that Anthony was completely back to normal. He offered her a beer, and when she said no, he said okay and just let her leave the house. Once Tanya felt she was far away enough from his house, she took off running to her friend, 44-year-old Nancy Cobb's house.
It's almost like a split personality, right?
Yeah, it's like sometimes he chooses to
Yeah.
just let them go. I don't understand that.
Love to know the filtering process. Who gets killed? Who gets to leave?
Probably has to do with his anger that day, though, too. I mean, this guy had uncontrollable rage.
Yeah. Cavs won that game, too. Calm down, buddy.
Did they win? That was a big year for them, wasn't it? Didn't they go far in the playoffs in 09?
They beat the Pistons. They lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, in the playoffs that year, to Orlando Magic, I believe.
Penny Hardaway. Shaq.
That's like the 96
I guess.
Orlando Magic.
That's all I know about the Orlando Magic.
Tanya told Nancy what had happened, but Nancy knew Anthony and had also smoked with him before, so she dismissed what Tanya was saying. She told Tanya that she probably smoked too much or Anthony smoked too much, and neither of them knew what they were doing. A few days later, Nancy went over to Anthony's to see if he had any crack, but for whatever reason, Anthony decided that Nancy was going to be his next victim. Once he had her in the house, Anthony strangled her with a tube sock. Then he wrapped Nancy's body in an old comforter and jammed her into a little area in the front room of the house.
Well, I don't want to victim blame, but man, that's a bad move there. With that warning you got. The crack, though, it's, you're looking for the crack.
That fuels this whole thing.
Yeah, it's the whole underlying theme here.
There's a guy in the Vice documentary that said it really well, I think. He was asked if he knew those women, and he said a lot of them, but he didn't really know them. He only knew the crack, that they would have been different people completely without that crack, that no one in that community, not a lot of people ever really knew them. They just knew the crack.
They just knew him as addicts. They didn't know the true person.
I think that's fair. It's sad, but it's fair.
In June of 2009, Anthony abducted and strangled recovering addict 31-year-old Talisha Fortson and left her body next to Nancy Cobb's. Then a couple of days later, Anthony used a belt to strangle 48-year-old Janice Webb. He struck again somewhere in this time frame and strangled 48-year-old Diane Turner, leaving her body on the floor as well. We know Diane's murder happened in this time frame because her probation officer noted that she didn't show up for a July 2nd meeting. We aren't sure what Anthony was up to between June 2009 and the end of September. The next time we have a recorded encounter with Anthony was on September 22nd, 2009, when a deputy from the sheriff's department went to Anthony's house for a routine sex offender checkup. Nothing out of the ordinary was reported. Maybe it was a complete failure by law enforcement to do anything. But basically, Anthony turned right around and looked for a victim that same day.
What does that checkup entail? Certainly not a review of the house or a walkthrough, right? Or even a sniff of the neighborhood or the front porch, or...
I mean, I think they probably could if they wanted to.
Man, you got to smell that standing on the front porch, right? Or he's like, it's raised sausage next door. The city's been out here.
Like parole officers can come in your home if they need to.
Sure.
Right? Like I would imagine they'd be able to.
Yeah, they have every right to go into his house.
So you could have. But how routine is it to go when they're not home? They probably miss a ton of those appointments that maybe you kind of do like, we'll come back in a week. And then, you don't do it. Caseloads are huge and crazy, and you don't get to follow up as quickly as you should. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying why it might have happened.
Yeah.
I think this is another thing that just comes back to the neighborhood. If there is a house that was smelling this bad, there's a registered sex offender living in it, in any other area or any of the suburbs around Cleveland, the police would have just walked in.
100%.
They would just walk in the house.
Yes.
But because of where this is, it's just
couldn't be bothered.
Whatever.
And we don't know that 100%.
It could have been,
but
that. I mean,
I'll say 100%. I don't know how you, as a police officer with a gun and a badge, walk on that front porch, knock on the door, speak to Anthony Sowell, and not do anything. Just walk away like, nothing to see here.
Yeah,
That is incompetent. It's either incompetence and you shouldn't ever have another job like that, or
the smell
you just
alone
don't care.
should make you walk in the house and check things out.
Yeah, you should. Right? You know what a dead body smells like.
Yeah.
If you're a police officer.
You know what? I think that's fair.
This is also what's a deputy from the sheriff's department's doing the sex offender checkup. I'm interested to know what they can and can't do. Police officers can do different things than parole officers, probation officers.
It's a sheriff's deputy, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And with it being a sex offender, you would think they might be able to. But can they if someone just misses an appointment for a checkup? Maybe ignoring the fact that the house smells or whatever, just doing the sex offender check-in. How often are these people not home? I don't know.
I'm taking this
To where
as he
you-
spoke to Anthony at the front door. Mm-hmm. That's how I'm viewing this scenario.
He was spoken to.
Like they recorded it as a visit, and he talked to
yeah.
him at the front door.
I was thinking he wasn't there. I don't know.
No, it was like, yeah, everything's good here.
I'm on vodka and whiskey, so I'm hearing different things.
Vodka, whiskey,
But
more beer.
So yeah, then that just goes to the we checked on him. He's there,
It's checking a box, man.
Yeah. and that's it.
The sheriff's deputy, let's be honest, they can do whatever they want. They can go in your fucking house if they want to.
Yeah. If they smell weed, they can walk in.
Yeah,
your
right.
fucking
Well, and if he's
house.
opening the door for the appointment, you can just have the appointment in the house also.
Sure.
Use that
They're
as your reason
entitled
to
to
get in the
that,
house.
yeah.
Like it's
like this one is just as bad, if not worse, than Gladys Wade. What more do you want to happen? Like, do you need a body to fall out of the fucking window and land in front of you?
All right.
the cops are like, in a word, yes, we would like that very much.
I'm with you.
Like, I'm not trying to shit on police this whole episode, like, but this is bad.
This might be our most brutal police episode we've ever done.
There's no other way to look at. There's no other way to.
There's a lot of breakdowns
Yeah.
in this case.
And it's all a part of just that system. It's not an individual officer's fault necessarily. It's the system that they're in where they don't, these calls are just pushed aside. They focus on whatever it is that they're focusing on at that time. And stuff like this kind of just falls through the cracks because it's nothing to them.
I'm not sure this specific scenario is not an individual officer's problem. I feel like this deputy probably should have taken some action here.
I meant this entire story.
Yeah, but this
This
particular
is
point here,
one, or the officer who spoke to that last girl that, said, oh, this doesn't warrant us coming out, to investigate. It's part of the entire system, I think.
It is, I think, but it's probably really cheesy to say or cliche or whatever, but it just takes one person to change something, right?
That's what I was saying earlier. Like the people at the restaurant too, like at the cops or, in that situation ended up being the cops because she found them. But one person in any of this could have done it. What was the the sheriff's training on doing this check? Maybe he just had to put eyes on the guy and they were like, that's all you got to do. Well, we don't know. I'm not trying to make excuses for them. I'm just saying, who knows what, even if he had training on what he was supposed to do for a sex offender check-in. Just a terrible system to begin with, I think. And a vote for me for mayor is a vote to fix this system. I'm Mike Namapod, and I approve this message.
Medina Mayor Mike. That's some good alliteration there.
Yeah, right. Like I'd be voted out here, pal.
So later that same day, as Anthony was leaving the corner store, he was approached by Latundra Billups. Latundra had smoked crack with Anthony before, so she was comfortable in asking him if he had any. At that point, she went back to his house, and while Anthony was kind of wandering around the room like he was looking for the crack, he turned around and out of nowhere punched Latundra in the face. He then strangled her unconscious with an extension cord.
I love this guy's move. Like he's just walking around. Oh, where's my crack? See, where'd I misplace my crack? It's in this room somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing as Vanessa
Yeah,
Gaze.
I know my crack's around there somewhere.
When Latundra came to, she had no idea how long she'd been out, but she could tell that she had been raped. Anthony told Latundra that he was going to have to kill her to make sure that she didn't tell anyone. Latundra played it off just like Vanessa Gay did, and she said that she didn't remember anything, so she had nothing to go tell the police about. And just like Vanessa, Anthony let her go. Latundra went through the same back and forth thoughts about reporting this to the police. Would Anthony come back to kill her? Would the police take her serious? Things like that. Eventually, she got the courage to report her rape and assault to the police on September 29th, 2009. So that was reported on September 29th.
So let me guess, it's going to be a while before the police take any action on this.
Got some more incidents to cover.
I'll take that bet. I'll say it's the next day. They're right out there.
A couple hours later, right?
Well, they opened up a new. Never mind. Nope. Let's say they opened up a new Dunkin' Donuts down the road. Yeah, check that out, right? You got to manage the traffic going in and out of the place.
Just like they have to manage the traffic at Chick-fil-A out here.
They really should. Jesus, it backs up that whole fucking intersection. Just trying to get the Target to look at the new NASCAR diecast they got in the toy section. That's so wrong, and I got to wait in line for people trying to get a chicken Caesar salad from Chick-fil-A.
It's not, man. I'm trying to get those Pokemon cards at Target too, so I get it.
Well, it's God's chicken, though. It's good.
You got to go to Target on Sunday, right?
That's the only way to do it, I guess. There's tumbleweeds going to the parking lot on that time.
On the morning of October 20th, 2009, Anthony went back to the bus stop near his house and struck up a conversation with a woman named Shawn Morris. Shawn didn't really know Anthony, but she had heard through the grapevine that Anthony would share crack with people.
Like, this guy's a reputation all over the neighborhood, like free crack, right?
He smoked with multiple women. It wasn't like he killed every woman that he smoked with.
Maybe that's his plan, to let some of them go, to spread the word around town that he was very free with his crack.
Would he also like just frequent like other houses and parties and like smoke crack with people just to kind of like show face and be like,
Doesn't seem like it.
Like
It seemed like just seeing
like
him.
he's friendly, we like him, we know he smokes, so he probably has some if he's telling me he does. Like, how else? I don't know. I guess
I think from just hanging around
being around
the
the
beverage
neighborhood,
store and
seeing
stuff.
him walk around, seeing him sit on his front porch or whatever,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Because everybody in that area really knew each other. Latundra Billups, her nickname was Lala. That's what everybody called her in those documentaries. Even the guy from Imperial Beverage called her Lala.
He did, right.
So
The guy who wanted 1 million more Anthony Sowells, that guy.
yeah. So Shawn Morris asked Anthony if he had any crack, and then the two of them went back to Anthony's house and smoked until about noon. Anthony escorted Shawn out of his house with no issues, but when Shawn got back to the bus stop, she realized that she had left her wallet at Anthony's. Anthony let her back in to look for her wallet, and as they were walking up the stairs to the second floor, without hesitation, Anthony started to strangle Shawn from behind. He forced her to strip and raped her. Then, after he was done, Anthony got up for long enough for Shawn to run to an open window that was facing an alleyway next to the house. Shawn started climbing out the window, and Anthony rushed over to grab her. The two fought, which resulted in Shawn falling 2 stories to the ground in the alley.
Which was on surveillance video from the sausage place.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
It's crazy. She's completely naked.
They're both naked, just
Yeah.
in this
And
little...
all she was free. She was gone.
Yeah.
And she went back for her wallet.
Yeah.
Which we would all do.
Yeah, of course. Now she's falling out the window, all fucked up, naked. Sowell's naked. They're both naked in this little 2-foot patch between his house and the sausage factory.
And at the time, there was like this little bar across the street because that owner pretty much just saw everything happen. He came out like, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
So he goes running over to Shawn, and he sees that she was severely injured. Shawn broke both hands, 8 ribs, and fractured her skull. Oh. The owner of the bar called 911, and Anthony Sowell, still naked, like you said, Dave, came out of the house and tried to explain that they were having sex, and Shawn accidentally fell out the window. Anthony tried to pick Shawn up and carry her back into the house, but the owner of the bar stopped him like, no, this woman is really hurt. We're gonna wait for 911 to get here.
Good
and
for
look
that
at her."
bar owner, too.
Yeah. He said it's like the only time I've ever called 911 in my entire life, but something was not right here.
Well, then you always just hear about these stories of people getting hurt and like your immediate reactions to help them up. But then you don't know what that does to their head and their neck and their spine and their back.
Sure.
Like, it makes the injuries worse. And, you know, one, this is extra good because what fucking Anthony was doing to this woman. But 2, like, who knows what extra injuries you might have caused. She's a broken ribs. You're just going to pick her up and carry her in. Like, that's all moving around inside of her, broken hands, fractured skull.
Well, he was just going to kill her for sure.
Oh, for sure he was. But I'm just saying from like the bar owner's perspective, he doesn't know all this. Hey, put her the fuck down. EMS is coming. Like, don't pick her up. Also, fuck you. You're going to jail.
Like a 2-story drop. That's no joke. Like if you hang drop and land on your feet or something, but you just fucking jump and land on your back.
And it's
or
dark.
Crack your
and
ribs.
It's just, like you said,
goddamn.
it's a small little area. Who knows what shit, trash, scrap metal is sitting over there?
When Shawn came to in the hospital, one of the first things she asked was if she could call her husband. The nurse told her that her husband was already at the hospital. In fact, he rode in the ambulance with her. Shawn's like, nah, that's not possible. And outside her room, Anthony Sowell was sitting there pretending to be her husband. Police talked to Sean before Anthony could threaten her to not talk, but Sean was so distrusting of the police as she was of Anthony Sowell, so she told the police that her and Anthony were smoking crack and she accidentally fell out the window.
Fucking balls on this guy, right?
That's some crazy balls.
Like he's got all these corpses in his house. He's like, I'm going to ride with this lady to the hospital and pretend to be her husband.
It's not like the ultimate culmination, though, of like that no fear he had.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why I said earlier, he was going to be killed or be caught. Like that was it at this point.
Which a lot of these guys we cover, I think it gets to that point.
Yeah.
Really. When it just happens and him more so than others because there was so many times where it could have just ended and it didn't. Maybe more so than anybody we've covered.
Yeah, there's a lot of fuck ups going on here in this one.
Yeah. A little bit.
Dave's like, you think? He's restraining himself. He's literally sitting on his hands right now, just trying not to get into all that. No, he's not. He's thinking about Dunkin' Donuts since I mentioned it before.
I was at Dunkin' Donuts Sunday morning. How you like that?
Good for you, pal. Good dynamite coffee.
I got an iced caramel macchiato and a
Fancy
sour
boy.
cream donut.
Look at this guy. He get a sour cream donut.
Yes.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a classic donut, sour cream donut.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't eat a lot of dessert and donuts. I just spend my calories on the gas station hot dogs.
That's probably the first donut I've had in 5 years, but it was good.
What? 5 years?
Well, wait a minute. We've talked about those Entenmann's, the chocolate.
Well, I don't really buy them, though. I look at them.
Oh, you don't eat them?
Oh,
look at
shit.
Mr. Self-Restraint over here.
I haven't had a donut.
And then he had
forever.
a soy macchiato, whatever the hell you had.
Iced caramel macchiato with an extra caramel swirl.
Give this guy a smell of a successful podcast and he's out here bougieing it the fuck up.
I was on my way to the art museum, the Cleveland Art Museum.
His driver
It
took
was
him
Culture
there.
Sunday.
This fucking sour cream donut. I want to think they just take like a regular donut and just like a dollop of sour cream on top with the schmear. And they're like, here you go, pal.
I can't believe they're a sour cream donut.
No, I don't eat a lot of donuts.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like donuts, but I've never had one.
Try a sour cream donut.
All right, I'll try it out.
I would try it, sure.
So after about a month of sitting on Latundra's filed police report that Anthony had assaulted and raped her, police reached out and Latundra told them that her underwear were left at Anthony's, and chances were that they would still be there because he didn't clean anything.
It's been a month. The guy doesn't take the garbage out. There's, maggots on the floor. I think my panties will still be there.
With that knowledge, police were able to get a search warrant, and on October 29th, 2009, they served that warrant on Anthony Sowell. Anthony wasn't home at the time, but as they searched the house, they pretty quickly found two corpses that were just out in the open.
And he was walking by the house when they were there, right? So he went and hid out for a while.
Yeah.
Like in some abandoned houses and whatnot. Because in that documentary, he went and met his stepsister.
Yeah, like on the corner
somebody
of the
like around the
street.
corners, like, yeah, that stuff they said about me, it's all true. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I just picture him like walking down the street and just seeing all these cops around, like, nope,
Keep walking.
just turn around the
Not
other way.
going home tonight. Yeah, they said he was hanging out in an abandoned house, so he was out in the wind for a little bit.
So this is the timeline after the first two bodies were found. October 3rd, and this is all 2009. October 30th, police found three more bodies, two in a crawl space in the house and one buried in the basement's dirt floor. October 31st, Anthony was arrested walking down Mount Auburn Avenue about 1 mile from his house.
Maybe not the best place to hide.
Just wandering around.
Just walking around, scrapping metal, whatever.
But his ego is probably so big at that point, too. That
They won't recognize me. I don't know.
November 3rd, prosecutors charged Anthony with 5 counts of aggravated murder. Police found 6 more bodies at his home, most of them buried in his backyard.
And it was right at like this point, like once they started finding like the bodies, this is when people came out of like the woodwork for like any missing person in the Cleveland area, that they were just searching for. There was the big wall. I think they put it on the side of Ray's Sausage with like all the pictures of people and like, have you seen me? And, police were looking for these people, including Gina De Jesus.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, who was still missing at this time in Ariel Castro's home. And if you watch the documentary, what was the name of it? Unseen.
Unseen, yeah.
You can see her picture in one of the quick clips.
That's right.
It's on the wall.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
I was watching some old news broadcasts from just Cleveland 19 now. But they were showing pictures of Gina
Yeah.
in connection with this, and that's what
Made sense, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? I mean, of course. But
I mean, not really, because he was just
Wow.
hunting in his own neighborhood. But
But looking
at the
back, you don't know.
onset, Sure,
Yeah, you don't
sure.
know that. And it's just wild that, because didn't Ariel Castro let him watch the news or the TV a little bit?
Yeah.
So they're seeing this house in Cleveland and finding all these bodies, then seeing vigils and,
Yeah, sure.
Gina De Jesus could have very well seen her picture on the wall. And, I don't know, do you think in her mind, like, oh, they're still looking for me, They're
Yeah,
still out there wondering where I am.
possibly, sure.
Like, I can't imagine what that would feel like.
Yeah.
'Cause by that point, you might have given up hope.
It's an interesting contrast because Sowell walked around, we talked about last week, walked around tearing down the flyers looking for these people, where Ariel Castro went around helping put up the flyers looking for those missing girls because he was friends with Gina's family.
That's right.
Yeah, and this is still, you got 4 years left till they were found.
Yeah.
In between this
A long
and
time.
November 4th, the Cuyahoga County coroner announced that all 11 victims were black women. At least 8 of them were strangled, and the coroner made the first identification of a victim, which was Tanya Carmichael. November 5th, police identified a second and third victim, Talisha Fortson and Tashana Culver. The next day, Cleveland police identified the fourth victim as Nancy Cobbs. Then the following day, on November 7th, police identified 3 more victims, Michelle Mason, Crystal Dozier, and Imelda Hunter. In all, Anthony was charged with 11 counts of aggravated murder and 74 counts of rape, kidnapping, tampering with evidence, and abuse of a corpse. He pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, but later changed his plea to just not guilty. On July 22nd, 2011, he was convicted on all but 2 counts, and on August 10th, jurors recommended the death penalty. On August 12th, Judge Dick Ambrose upheld the jury's recommendation. Then on September 14th, Anthony was placed on death row and imprisoned at the Chillicothe Correctional Institution.
Dick Ambrose, former Browns player.
Oh, yeah?
He was. You would know that as a Steelers fan.
Yeah, come on, idiot. I knew that. Fucking moron from Pittsburgh. Ooh, Ben Roethlisberger. He should be a judge, too.
That'd be real weird if Ben Roethlisberger became a judge.
They couldn't get the fucking robe over his big-ass head.
Anthony appealed his conviction multiple times, but he failed at all of them. Anthony Sowell died in prison on February 8th, 2021 from terminal cancer.
So a little more than a year ago. Not too long.
Yeah. So just some follow-up. We talked about, hinted at a few things. Start with Detective Georgia Hussein. She was able to just retire.
That was the one with, was it Gladys? With
Gladys
the neck
Wade's
injuries.
neck. Yeah, she said that there was insufficient evidence. So Georgia Hussein got to retire, and she retired coincidentally not long after this, but she still got her retirement package.
Well, that's how it works.
Yeah. She was part of the lawsuit that Gladys Wade and Latundra Billups brought to the city of Cleveland just in 2000. I think it was 2019. That had been going on for a while. And then just in 2019, the city paid out a $300,000 settlement, $260,000 to Latundra Billups and $40,000 to Gladys Wade. I would argue that Gladys Wade and Latundra Billups either have the worst lawyers in existence,
40 grand, huh?
or it's just more of, I don't know, the city of Cleveland saying "fuck you."
I don't know.
One of the things that irritated me the most with this whole thing is that 5 years later, Tanya Carmichael is on camera trying to visit her mother's grave, and she still doesn't have a headstone. And the city of Cleveland said that they were trying to allocate the money to pay for the headstones. Like they said they were going to buy headstones for all the victims, and 5 years later, they still had not.
Is that still the case today?
I don't know.
How much is a headstone? Necronomicon will buy a fucking headstone at this point. Like we could, like,
Yeah.
unreal.
I was watching that and I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding
Couple
me.
grand, right?
I mean, it's too much for like even like an elaborate one. Like you can buy anything, you know.
She had to use a shovel and fucking dig up some grass and stuff that had grown over this little metal thing that marked like the number.
That's so sad. Maybe everyone should be entitled to a headstone.
I think so.
Just your name, your dates, at the very least.
As of today, is that still the case?
I'm not entirely sure on that.
Why don't we follow up on this? City of Cleveland has a new mayor as of this year.
I like him too.
Why don't we follow up with him and see where this is at? Shouldn't be allowed to go on, right?
We'll send Jeff Calloway to go talk to him.
He's our bulldog enforcer, right? In the,
Yeah, the guy fucking
communications department.
microwave salmon every day in the microwave. He didn't care to ruffle some feathers. Him and I have had words already.
I was just watching that and I'm like when you're a mayor, right? That's your city, right? You represent your city.
Have a little pride, sure. And Frank Jackson was the mayor for a long time here, and
he should have reached into his fucking pocket,
sure,
and just paid for it.
All right, we're gonna follow up on this. We're gonna get an outcome here.
Like I said it out loud. I'm like, it's fucking shameful.
I agree
that you just keep saying, "Oh, we're allocating money." Like, motherfucker, what money? Just pay for it.
You're not allocating money for the potholes in the fucking city, so maybe you redirect some of that.
Right. And I was very, just like, I was also a huge what the fuck on their memorial, but you saw it and you took pictures of the Garden of 11 Angels.
I did.
And they broke ground on that in 2021.
Took a long time.
Yeah, I was real fired up about that too. I'm like, what? We can't give them a fucking memorial, anything that we can give these women, nothing. And then you said that Amanda Berry and
Michelle Knight,
they don't have theirs yet either. So
at least the last time I drove past there, and I have not seen anything in the news about them. It was supposed to be, from what I remember, the Ariel Castro like turned into like a little park, like a playground type thing almost.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being completed. And the last time I drove by, I didn't see any plaques or memorials.
When was this one done? Like November, right? It's very recent.
I was looking it up because as you guys were talking, I was trying to find if Tanya Carmichael ever got a grave, and the only things that really come up are the memorial, which looks like it was dedicated back like in November, and it's, you know, it looks like they bought like the two lots. If you're looking at the house to the left, because Ray's Sausage is still there on the right, and there's some trees planted on the left, and there's a nice little path walkway up to this little monument that has all the names of the victims. And I'll post the pictures I took, or we'll post the pictures I took. But yeah, I don't know. It took them long enough, but it's up at least.
We're gonna follow up on this. I think we're gonna do our best to make this happen because it's kind of our hometown and it's kind of despicable, and I like this to get done.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what even? Like not like letting him fall through the cracks of the system multiple times. It is letting him. It's just
It is
blatantly
needs some redemption here.
Yeah, and then at the very end of it, you're still like, yeah, fuck you. You're not worth the time.
Yeah.
We'll just keep telling you. Yeah, well, we're trying to get the money for it. We're trying. I don't know. It's absurd.
We're gonna follow up on this. We're gonna make this happen.
You can there's a website called findagrave.com.
I'm on it right now.
Yeah, I can't see if she actually has a headstone or not.
When it says burial details unknown.
I'm assuming she doesn't.
All right, so we're gonna see if this has happened or not. We're gonna confirm,
and the only photos of her are just the photos.
Then we're gonna go to the mayor's office and we're gonna make this happen.
So we'll follow up on whether or not there's a memorial yet at Ariel Castro's house, which I don't think there is, and see if Tanya's got a headstone yet.
Let's confirm if that headstone's out there. If not, let's go to the city and find out what they're going to do about it. And if not, we'll make it happen ourselves.
Did they ever even say where she was buried?
Yeah. You know what? I'm sure we could look back.
I did an investigative reporting by going to the memorial. Do you want me to do another reporting and go to the cemetery and look?
Yeah.
sending me on a report to go find a grave that isn't marked. Thanks, pal.
Get in your fucking car right now, asshole. What are you still doing sitting there?
All right. Yeah. After all those whiskeys and vodkas, I should get in my car.
Get an Uber, dickhead.
I'll have our driver do it.
Yeah, do that.
Hans.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know the final thoughts on it.
Well, we said the Garden of 11 Angels was dedicated in 2021. 8-9 months after Sowell died in prison. Ray's Sausage still there.
To our knowledge.
I mean, the building's still there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're still open. It looks like they are, based on if you search them, like they're
right.
Hours and stuff. Imperial Beverage, after that guy's piece of shit interview, has since been torn down.
Yeah,
it's now a community garden. And I'll post those photos that I took. We can post those all in one thing. You can see what is the memorial, Ray's Sausage, and the garden all.
Any big city has a bureaucracy like that, and things get missed and things slip through the cracks. But there's a lot of egregious stuff in this case, and at the very least, they could do right by these women.
Yeah,
at the end of this story, and this grave thing really irks me.
It doesn't end good.
Yeah.
The memorial is very nice, at least. It took them 10 years or whatever. It's nice.
That's the other thing, too.
And I hope they keep it up, and I hope it stays there.
Like, I don't know. I feel like the moral of this whole story is just be fucking kind to someone. You don't have to donate millions of dollars to anything. Just be fucking nice to somebody. You could change a whole fucking saga of things if you just be kind to someone. I don't know. You look at Mayor Frank Jackson, you can look up his net worth online, and a lot of it's an estimation. Fucking pay for it yourself, man.
Didn't we? He lost a daughter in this, right? Wasn't he the one that his daughter was?
His niece. And she was like the black sheep of the family.
Niece.
His grandson got shot and killed a couple months ago in the city too.
Yeah, he spent a lot of money getting his grandson out of trouble.
He did. That's true.
Could have maybe spent a little bit of it on the community for this.
To be continued, though. We're going to follow up on this.
I'm not sure there's anything else for final thoughts, though. We kind of gave them all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a terrible story. And obviously it hits closer to home for us because it was closer to home for us.
There's larger stories at play here with the justice system and the same kind of...
Yeah, like you said, every city has these issues.
Yeah.
But I don't think...
It's a systemic issue in a lot of these situations,
it is, of course. Yeah.
But not every city has a high-profile serial killer. So you would think that because of the whole, a lot of eyes being on Cleveland with this, that they would do right by these women just to show the rest of the world, like, oh, yeah, we do a good job here. Fuck it.
They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote this outline all at one time, so I haven't really thought about Anthony Sowell in a week or so, but now I'm all fired up all over again like I was last week.
Yeah, this is one of the rare occasions where a 2-part episode, but we had all the notes last week. So yeah, like a nice week off. How was your vacation? You didn't have to write any notes, except for our bonus show.
Yeah, pretty good. What did I do? I don't even know what I did this week so far.
That's all right. You don't have to explain yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just sat on your couch and smoked weed and watched fucking Jackass all week.
Well, I sat on my couch, smoked weed, and watched wrestling.
Well, hey.
Did that.
Some would call you a jackass for doing that, but not I. Dave would.
I'm getting to the point
I
where...
most certainly would not.
Sir.
I'm getting to the point in 2000 where Mae Young's about to give birth to the hand. She was in the ring getting involved in some shit last night, and she got pushed over. No, she got slammed really fucking hard. I'm like, God, every time she would get slammed...
She's 80 fucking years old.
Yeah, like her or Fabulous Mo, I'd be like, God damn. She got slammed, and then JR said something like, oh, she's with child or whatever.
Those are the times that make it very hard to defend professional wrestling.
When it goes way off the rails.
Like, just ridiculous.
Yeah. I just like how that story...
We'll save that for maybe we'll cover it one day.
Yeah.
That in depth. Maybe one day if you and I decide to sit down and tell some wrestling stories.
Talk about Mae Young.
Mae Young getting impregnated by sexual chocolate Mark Henry and giving birth to a hand.
She's like, what, 70 something years old, 80 at the time.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I mean, maybe at that age you are scientifically able to give birth to just a hand. I don't know. Probably not. But in Vince McMahon's world, that's something.
Please consult a medical journal.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'll do tonight. I'll unwind with some wrestling from thinking about
I think
Anthony
you and Dave
Sowell.
both need to unwind a little bit. You guys got some fired up during this episode. I did too, but, for the first time in my life, I was the most docile person in the room.
I don't know, man. I don't like these stories to begin with. I don't like the stories that have rape in them. And I don't know. It just sucks to see people treated like shit.
That it does.
All right, real quick before we wrap it up. This was an intense show. I'm making this up in my head as I go, so bear with me. F, Marry, Kill. Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, Jason Statham. It's the Expendables edition.
It's ridiculous.
The Expendables edition.
Let me look at what Jason Statham looks like.
Look up the most beautiful man in the world, and Jason Statham will come up.
Kill Stallone, F Dolph Lundgren, marry Jason Statham.
I think that's the move.
Of course.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's the good.
What's your favorite Jason Statham movie?
Well,
No, there's no well. Just
I
answer the question.
love the Expendables. I love the Expendables. That series is just ridiculously fantastic.
All right.
It's the Nickelback of action movies. Just low IQ, high intensity.
Sure.
Sit back, drink beers, and watch big dudes with big guns causing big explosions.
Okay.
What's your favorite Jason Statham movie?
Snatch.
I don't know if I've seen that.
It's a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
What's-
Brad Pitt as a gypsy.
Yeah, I've seen it. It was a long time ago.
It's so fucking
It's a good
great.
movie.
It's awesome.
What's the thing, like the Transporter, or what's Statham's like
Transporters.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, those Transporters are good movies.
He's a badass.
Or that other one with Amy Smart where he has to keep shocking his heart every
Oh, yeah, I see that one here. Crank.
crank.
Oh, I don't know that
That's
one.
absolutely ridiculous.
That one's fucking wild.
Jason Statham's
wild.
a bad motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. I've seen the,
You've seen at least the first Expendables.
no.
You motherfucker. Stone Cold Steve Austin's in it.
I've seen the Fast and Furious movies, but a lot of this shit's not like.
Oh, isn't he? Is he in the newer Fast and Furious ones? Like he's a
Yeah.
cop,
ton
right?
of them.
He's
They've
a
also-
criminal.
They made like 165 Fast and Furious movies, but he's not like in like the first few.
No. He's in the later ones.
I saw the director just backed out of the newest one,
Really?
like Fast X or like the 10th one,
The last one was it's so ridiculous.
as opposed to the good ones. Like I didn't even like the first one.
Oh, the first one's great. Come on.
No,
That whole.
you like that? You don't like Night at the Museum? I don't get you, Dave.
Well, the first Fast and Furious is fantastic.
None of those movies are good. Is a Vin Diesel movie ever good?
Yeah, the first Fast and Furious.
It's not.
I mean, it's not like the greatest movie.
That
I've
man
ever
is the
seen in my
closest
life,
thing to a
but-
Neanderthal
so
that
fun.
our human race has. He's not good.
Have you ever seen Pitch Black and those Vin Diesel movies?
I've never even heard of that. Is it even mainstream?
like-
Nobody ever picked
I don't
that
feel
up.
like you're qualified to talk to me about movies.
Vin
sometimes.
Diesel has never made anything good.
Pitch Black is awesome.
How many Academy Awards did it win? Because Forrest Gump won Best Picture.
Who are you?
Forrest Gump won Best Picture, and I like that. Clearly, I have good taste.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's like in a bunch of action movies, and action is generally not my.
Who are you
thing.
talking about?
Jason Statham.
Yes.
like they're.
I think
it's
that's all he does.
Yeah.
Guys, you got to watch Snatch. It's so fucking good.
I've seen it. It was just I don't know. It was like drunken college night. I barely remember.
It's fantastic.
The scene where he's like, "You like Degs?" It's like, "What do you mean? Like Degs?"
Brad Pitt's like the gypsy talking gypsy
like he doesn't
language.
know. He's saying
Fantastic.
dogs, right? And
Yeah,
it's like, yeah.
fantastic.
I slightly remember it. I don't.
I saw a great Jason Statham, a new one last year. What was that called?
I don't keep up on everything he does.
Wrath of Man. It was called Wrath of Man. It's really good.
You seen The Northman yet?
I have not. I will not go to the theater, so I'm gonna get delayed. I watched X the other day. That
I
finally.
think we need to take an afternoon off, and all three of us go to the theater and see Northman.
I would be down for that.
Boy,
I'd
it
pay
looks
for everyone's
so good.
tickets.
Can you still buy out the theater? Like during the
Dave, in this day and age, I feel like it's $20 and they'd be like, fuck yeah, we'll take it. Come on in. $20? Yes, come on in.
during the pandemic, they started doing where you could buy out the whole theater for like $200.
I don't think they do that.
I bet you they still do that, like a birthday party thing.
Yeah.
We'd be like, "Hey, we're having a birthday party for someone," and then we just show up.
It's like 20 person minimum, like $200. Like, oh, I'll pay $200 just by
For the three of
myself
us.
to go to watch the movie.
We'll eat popcorn
Just
for
not to
20.
sit next to
We'll eat
anybody.
popcorn for 20 people.
100%.
And there's just be the three of like fat asses sitting there, drinking
Northman
soda,
looks so
eating popcorn.
good.
We're all in like different sections of the theater. Like, hey, you guys fucking see that? He just cut his head off. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, I'm not.
You got a boner? I got a boner down here too.
Yeah, I'm not sitting by you guys if we go.
No. And I'll yell, hey, in the back, can you pause it? I gotta piss.
That would be real fucking weird if we all sat next to each other in a line in an empty theater.
Oh, I meant
No, you.
that.
If it was an empty, no, you can't. At least 2-seat minimum apart.
Yeah.
But if we had the place, if we rented it, no, fuck, we're going all over.
The last movie I saw in the theater was Knives Out. I believe like Christmas 2019.
I would say that was a
before
few
the
years ago.
pandemic. That was good.
And your theater experience was fine.
I'm trying to remember if I had to quiet anyone down.
This guy, fucking movie police.
I don't think so. Look, if you want to talk, stay home. Don't come and fuck with me.
I get it. I've just never really had a poor movie experience. And
I
you seem to
always do every time I go to the movies.
I don't think I ever have.
I can't think of a time that I have either, to be honest.
Every time I go. I can remember the lady. What movie was that? Like
People laughing is the only thing that annoys me. Like at parts that I don't think are funny. But even then, like you're laughing at something, so it is what it is.
I went to see Ted. You know, the talking teddy bear, Ted.
Oh yeah, hilarious movie.
These people come up. I see them. They have like a 6-month-old in their lap, or in their arms, walking up. I'm like, what are you doing? It's 10 o'clock on a Saturday.
I think it's the story.
Keep
you
your
tell every
asshole
time, yeah.
self at home.
Baby starts crying.
I go talk to the manager before it starts. They're like, well, under 2 is free. I go, well, so you're actively encouraging people to bring babies to the movie theater to fuck up my night. Like, what's wrong with you? 2 seconds into the movie. I go, I literally yell. I go, you better get that fucking baby out of here. The mom walks down with the baby. It's like 10 minutes later. The mom walks back up with the baby. 30 seconds later, the whole family walks down, mom, dad, and baby. And as they're walking by me, the dad says something like, thanks a lot, asshole. I'm the asshole. You brought a 6-month-old to a fucking movie at Saturday night at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Fuck
I don't,
you.
I don't blame you. Why would you do that?
I don't understand people that think that it's okay to inconvenience everyone else.
Right. You're right.
Even if you have
You're
a
right with
6-month-old, even if I'm with my 5-year-old at the matinee watching a cartoon, like they have as much right as I do to watch a movie uninterrupted, right? Without a
100%
screaming
right.
kid the whole time?
I don't, even in a kid's movie.
Fuck you.
You should probably keep your kid quiet or at least, respective of
If
the
your
movie.
kid's not old enough to
Agreed.
be quiet or is whatever, then you don't get to come. I'm sorry, but there's certain things you can't do.
And you certainly don't bring a child or a newborn to an adult movie where adults are going expecting to be an adult movie.
Right.
You're 100%
That's why I don't go to the movies anymore.
You're 100% right in that.
That movie came out like a long time ago.
Ted?
Right? Yeah.
This was like a decade ago.
You're holding on to it for a long time.
It's just one. This just what pops in my. I went one time.
He's red ass Dave tonight.
A mom and a daughter were behind me talking. I turn around and I go, I guess if mom can't keep her fucking mouth shut, the daughter's never going to learn to shut her fucking mouth.
God damn.
Like, what is wrong with you?
What movie was that?
I don't know. I remember going to see Phantom Menace with my daughter when she was little, and lady with a baby, I yelled up and told her to get the fuck out of the theater. Like, you're fucking interrupting my experience.
How are you in all these movies with all these bad
That's what
people?
I'm saying.
That's
Every
crazy.
movie I go to.
I literally don't think I've ever been in a movie with a crying baby.
I can't think of
Every
anything.
time I go. Like the Phantom
Dave,
Menace.
I'm gonna rent out a theater just for you.
Fucking terrible movie, but I want to watch it. Yeah. I don't want to hear your goddamn baby crying.
I think Dave needs an afternoon where he gets a massage, maybe a mani-pedi, and then we take him to the theater. We rent the whole place out. Ian will cover it. And you just enjoy the theater by yourself. We'll sit way back. Any movie you want, pal.
I love movies, and I love the theater, and I love to go, but people ruin it every fucking time I go.
I like
Worried about your blood pressure right now. I think we need to get this guy.
Well, that's why I don't go anymore. It's just not enjoyable. Well, I went to see the Casino Royale. Guy's next to me talking. I get up. I walk down the aisle. I go, if you guys want to fucking talk, how about you go talk out in the fucking lobby?
This is crazy.
Like, why does this always happen to me?
Yeah. I don't know.
These are just ones that come to mind. This is why I don't go to the movies anymore.
I go at like the early showing, like 11 on a Wednesday.
That's smart. Sure.
When there's like nobody there. Because I already know someone's going to annoy me. So I'm like, I don't fuck with that.
I think I saw like a matinee when I went and saw X in theater just recently. And it was, 3 people in the entire theater.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's when I go.
It was awesome.
People are just fucking rude. Like, why do you think you have the right to intrude on my...
Either you have the worst luck in the world,
right,
or you have the highest standards in the world. But I've watched movies with you before, like your house, and I'm fucking opening beers and drinking and laughing, and you don't seem to get annoyed unless you're fucking cursing me under your breath. But
no, just don't talk. Don't have your goddamn phone with your light in front of my eyes. It's just people are rude. I don't know. It just always seems to happen to me, so I stay home. I got a big TV in my basement, and I don't give a fuck.
Well, can you stream at the Northman for us then? Because I want to come over and watch it.
I do not yet have a copy, but that's all I got. I'm plagued. I am bothered every time I go to the movies, so I stay home. Watch it in the comfort of my basement.
This is going to be the ultimate cool down beer for Dave after this show.
Get mad about the world.
I think this is the angriest episode Dave has ever had. Between the episode and the movie talk.
It's just...
Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's
just
going to be
rude.
great. People are going to fucking pop for this shit.
It's fucking rude.
I thought this was supposed to be a cool down conversation.
Well, it was supposed to
winding
be.
down.
You got the Jason Statham, and then we got into movies, and I was just trying to do an F, Marry, Kill off the top of my head.
Do we have a female F, Marry, Kill to follow up with that? Or just like...
I was working on one, and then we got derailed. And, so now I got to come up with something off the top of my head, and this is going to be rough. All right, F, Marry, Kill... Oh, shit. All right, I'm going with the easiest one I can think of. Dave, I apologize. It's going to be 90s pop stars. F, Marry, Kill, Jessica Simpson, Christina Aguilera, Mandy Moore.
Oh, kill Jessica Simpson.
I'll let you finish.
Mandy Moore, marry Christina Aguilera, for sure. Well, no.
No.
F, Christina, marry Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore is really cute. Yes. Final answer. Kill Jessica Simpson.
I don't want to get in his way on this one. He's going to fucking
Simpson.
slap somebody tonight.
Isn't that the idiot with the chicken of the sea tuna question?
Yes.
She was married to Tony Romo for a minute.
And Nick Lachey from 98 Degrees.
100% moron. Kill that moron.
I actually like your first
Christina,
answer.
marry Mandy Moore.
I would probably bang Mandy, although she seems like a dynamite person, very attractive. Still have her first album, by the way, when she was like 16. I was 12. And
you still have the CD?
Maybe somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I just mean I still like the album.
Oh, you still like it? I thought you said you still have it.
I think I did. But I think I would marry Christina.
I'm going to kill Christina, F Jessica Simpson, and then marry Mandy Moore.
Interesting.
Any specific reason why you're killing Christina?
I just don't love her. I don't know.
I didn't know if you had like a thing against her.
No, just in that scenario.
All right. Sorry I didn't have better F, Marry, Kills, but this was off the top of my head after this intense episode, and it led to just Dave getting more fired up. So
yeah,
we're talking about going to the movie theater, and
we should see the Northman.
PTSD from the movie theater.
We should see the Northman, because at least now, Dave, you got 2 guys with you. We're going to whoop somebody's ass, especially if we're watching the Northman. Like we're going to feel fired up, right? Like that movie's looks badass.
It looks so fucking.
It's like a modern day Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer. Well, any hoodles. We got some patrons we need to shout out. Thank you very much to Trevor Greenfield, Victoria Beal, Lily's mom, Dylan, Matt Van, Amber Howard, Tyler Kuhn, Sucked a Big One, Tiffany Mooneyhan, Amber Nelson, Mark Porter, Kane Minion, Jasmine Lean, Erica Detlefson, Stacy Noltner, Amber Witter, The Terpinator, Haley, Sunny Dawn, Sarah Pritchett, Miranda, Ruse, Lisa Morales, Michael Montgomery, Wilma Fingerdew, Hung Solo 69, Jessica Shelton. A lot of Weisenheimers out there tonight. Jessica Shelton, Grizz Gamer, Azik Fernandez, Anthony Davis, Music for Jen, Mark vs. Food, Chloe from Canada, Carl, Stop Asking Alexandria, Zachary Locious, Ania K, Francine, Alexandra Morrow, Brandy Hatch, Mandy Johns, Macy Clayton, Carlos O, Sucks Bigger Dicks, Andrea Eileen Chapman, Naked Grandma, Robert Brown, Erica, Michelle Tellerico, Aaron Murray, William Michelanis, Nick Sucks, and Trenton. Thank you all very much. We are at patreon.com/Necronomipod. Dave, I suggest some tomfoolery.
I did submit one fake name in that list, Mike. Do you know which one it was?
I'm going to guess Wilma Fingerdew.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
I'm going to say it was that one, Suck the Big One.
Suck the Big One was mine. I spelled it SUCKTA, new word, BIGWUN. Suck the Big One.
So clever, Dave. So clever.
I see Mark vs. Food was able to join Patreon this week after his 2-star review a couple weeks ago after we roasted him.
That dude's
Welcome
funny.
to the party,
And
Mark.
even his wife called him out, right? Like she was like, that's my fucking husband. Ugh.
He posted something on Instagram I saw. He commented on something talking about some kind of food going through a glory hole or something. It was real wild. I started cracking up. That dude's funny.
He made it right.
He's now a patron. Maybe he can do 5-star reviews from this point going forward.
That'd be appreciated. Because you can do reviews on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason why Mark couldn't just create a Spotify account, give us a 5-star review as a make good.
I think he should absolutely do that.
I think you can just give it like the star rating. You can't actually write a review.
Right.
I'll just take the star rating.
So it's a lot simpler for Mark. He just has to hit one button.
Mark,
at
here's the thing.
5.
We will take your
5
star rating
stars.
and your money every month, please. And in a year, we'll be even. You made well. Because that 2-star review killed us, in my opinion.
We are back down to 4.7 on iTunes.
Mother-
What?
This weekend, I looked, it was 4.8.
I know somebody obviously
on.
left
Fuck
a bad
you,
one.
Mark. What are you doing, pal?
It's not Mark's
He
fault.
fixed it. He 5-starred up.
Hey, I'm busting balls over here.
I'm sure tomorrow morning we'll wake up to a mean message or a mean review from someone.
That's true. Probably because I talked a lot.
No, I'm saying whatever made us 4.7 will show up tomorrow morning.
Oh, I see what you mean.
For iTunes, I have one for Nikki, 4943, Maurice and May, a whole bunch of letters that I'm not going to try and read all of them. Mystery Science Theater Broad. That's a good name. Mystery Science Theater 3000. Dirt
Tom Servo's.
Yeah, I love that
I watched
shit.
that a long time.
That's one of my fall asleep to things. I really like that. Dirt Shredathon, Bond Sweet, and David from Michigan. Thank you guys for the awesome reviews.
Dave, you got something tonight.
I have a couple people sent us some cool gifts in the mail.
Some knickknacks.
Some
if you will.
knickknacks, if you will. Shout out to our pal Ginger Beck, who sent us her book entitled Abandoned South Arkansas, available on Amazon. Kind of interesting. Our friend Dick Whip, dickwhip.com. I thought if I saw Dick Whip, I thought that was something that Mike did in college on his girlfriend in the back of her head. But no, dickwhip.com. Sent us a CBD muscle therapy roll-on. So we're checking that out right now. Thanks for that. And somebody sent us these silicone wraps. They're kind of koozie silicone wraps. Mike said boner pills on it.
And it's blue. It's like blue chew.
Yeah. It came from Beersy, the company Beersy. But so I don't know if the company Beersy sent it to us or if someone ordered it from Beersy, but regardless, thanks. They're pretty cool. Beersy.com. Mike has a boner pill silicone koozie now to keep his penis hard and his beer cold.
Well, I thought this was for penises. I mean, it fits mine perfectly.
It's not for your penis.
It fits mine perfectly.
Might be for someone's
for
penis.
For my chode. That's perfectly. Haven't you heard? Chode guy.
I just found that review.
Which one?
The one that bumped us down to 4.7.
Oh boy, here we go.
I don't understand it.
You doing bad review corner?
No, I'm not going to say
Dave's
their name.
gimmick?
No, I'm not going to say their name. It's just weird. They said that I can't tell if it's you or which one of you guys it is.
Spoiler alert, it's me.
I think I read it. I think it's Mike.
Drilling me, like arguing with me. It doesn't argue with me.
Wait, what?
It's saying like that you argue with me. You're combative.
Combative against the guy reading the story.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was how many stars we get for that one?
3.
Oh, okay.
It's not terrible.
Fucking take that. It's a C
60%,
average,
right?
Yeah, I'll take that. In my mind, it's a C average, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm combative. I argue with. I don't know. That could be almost you.
Am I combative?
I don't think either of us are. Like,
I've never
do either
felt.
of us ever argue with Ian?
I mean, I've never felt like anybody was being combative with me.
No, Dave and I just, combat over Night at the Museum, over important stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
My first reaction was it was you. I'm not sure, though.
Oh.
I'm not sure if ever, well, never mind. Nope. Sip my vodka and we're going to sign off.
That is all the shout outs I have tonight.
Hey, but you know what? If you want to leave us if you don't like us and a 3-star review is what you want to give us, that's fine. Go ahead and do that, as opposed to a 1 or 2-star.
At least there was nothing mean in that one.
Yeah, it was kind of semi.
It's all right. If that's what you hear, then okay, fine.
It's fine.
I don't
Nothing.
think anyone's ever been combative with
I don't
you.
feel combated though ever.
Said you interrupt the flow of the show.
Oh, that's for sure me. Yeah.
Well, but it's welcomed.
Yeah. Well, I got to entertain myself somehow, right?
Nothing from Samantha Loves Dave this week. No update or anything.
I think
She might not listen anymore after 5 weeks of this.
I think she unsubscribed. She's like, nah.
All right, Samantha.
I'm sick of the Aldi brand. I'm going to the
See you
real
later.
thing. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, patreon.com/Necronomipod for all the bonus content, Amazon.com, search Necronomipod for all of our clothing merch, and Necronomipod.com for our sticker packages. Thank you all so much.
All right, you guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.